lovers. It is GSwiz here, and I'm here today with a vlog that does contain some vacation moments and my rare 2023 experience. So the plan for this vlog initially was to do some sort of Melbourne city montage, which I mean, we did, and that will be in the next video chapter, and then to include my rare Melbourne 2023 experience in different parts. The vacation I had in Melbourne with Camilo actually happened a month before Rare 2023. I went to Melbourne a month beforehand because we were celebrating our 3rd year wedding anniversary, and I knew for a fact that during Rare I was not going to be able to take the time to really explore and enjoy the Melbourne CBD. So this next part, this montage, is for those who are wanting to have a little bit of a look-see at what we did during our vacation. However, if you came here for the Rare 2023 aspect of the vlog, not necessarily the Melbourne scenery part of the vlog, then you can skip over to the next video chapter where I will be essentially talking about what I am packing for Rare, and then we will go on a further adventure from there. If you are also wondering if there will be a haul in this vlog, no, there will not be. I will be releasing my book haul sometime after this vlog because there's already enough footage, and it is probably better to split because I want to talk about my experiences meeting the authors and getting their signatures while I do the book haul. So that will be coming soon. If it's already up, it's already up, so you can enjoy that after this vlog experience. I will now be going into a montage of what we experienced in the Melbourne CBD during our vacation in late March, and then after that we will be skipping to late April where I do my packing for Rare.
No! What are you doing? No!
later. I mean, it was only a minute ago for you guys. Today is the Tuesday before Rare, and Rare starts on Friday with the meet and greet. Tomorrow, as I'm filming this, I'll be in office all day, and I do plan on meeting Samantha Shannon at her signing at Kinnikinnia, so I'm very much looking forward to that. So I won't have any time to pack tomorrow, and I don't want to leave anything till last minute on Thursday evening either, because I'm also going to be working from office on Thursday. I reckon that getting this started on a Tuesday is a good idea. I have my suitcase here. It's a chunky suitcase. I'm not taking the suitcase to the convention. That all being said, you guys might be wondering, okay, G-Swizz, what are you going to bring to carry your books in the convention center at Rare? And this right here is my solution. So I purchased this on Amazon for around 35 Australian dollars, and attendees of Rare and Babe were highly recommending it, so I just figured, yeah, I'm gonna jump in on this. So pretty much it's one of these collapsible cases that open up like this, and then you flatten it. There we go. And you essentially wheel it around like a suitcase, and it goes up to my height. It's so perfect for short people, and I say that because Camilo had a lot of trouble. So that is essentially what I'm taking. So that's the first thing I'm going to put into this suitcase. That's going in there. And now we have the clothes that I'm bringing. I'm gonna be very smart with my outfits. I've decided to go with 2 maxi skirts. I wouldn't say they're thin material, they're very comfortable material, and that will be perfect because walking all day, as much as I want to wear jeans, I'm gonna be so exhausted if I have to wear jeans all day. So I am just gonna pack 2 really comfortable skirts. And if you guys are wondering what I'm doing in terms of footwear, I always wear these boots. I can't go wrong with combat boots, and as I like to say, you can never go wrong with a black turtleneck. So I essentially am just gonna bring black turtlenecks. Beside the outfit that I'm going in, I'm gonna be wearing this almost turtleneck. I mean, it is kind of a turtleneck. It's more like a choker neck type of thing where it kind of exposes my chest. I like wearing this underneath my black dress, so I think that's the outfit I will be rocking up to Melbourne in, and some other jackets just to layer up. If you guys are wondering, for the Melbourne trip that I had with Camilo, my bag checked in at 22 kilos, and my baggage allowance was 23 kilos, but I didn't wear half the clothes. So that essentially is the clothing portion minus the undergarments. All of that, and wearing my green coat and anything I could smuggle underneath so that I could essentially have enough outfits for 3 days. Let's get to the books. First of all, not Rare related whatsoever, but I'm going to be packing this edition of Den of Vipers by K.A. Knight. This is the Fabled exclusive edition. And if you're wondering, no, I'm not unhauling mine. I actually received 2 in the mail on the same day, and I have been trying to find someone local who would want it, and every one of my friends have just been like, no, that's too dark for me. And I brought it to Abby's and Sasha's attention, and turns out Sasha wants it, so I'm going to give this to Sasha. It's a very pretty edition. I mean, underneath the dust jacket, I love the foiling, and I reckon that the pages look really cool, so I hope that she likes them. I will probably protect that in this black bag. And behind me, I have a stack of books that I would like to take, and I will go through them with you right now. First and foremost, I have the trade paperbacks of the 5 Crowns of Ockrith series, starting off with the High Mountain Court, the second book being The Witch's Blade, and the third book being The Rogue Crown. So I pre-ordered the hardbacks for the series as soon as I got my ticket for Rare. The supply hasn't come to Australia, and I have no idea why. However, my personal theory comes down to supply and demand. I don't know if there is much demand when it comes to this series in terms of getting hardbacks, so I don't know if there's incentive for the publisher, or the UK publisher, sorry, to bring UK hardbacks in, or if there isn't really much demand on the Australian side. I've been stuck with that pre-order for a while. Nothing happened. And I panicked on Saturday evening because I realized that I was going to go to Rare, and I wanted to meet A.K. Mulford, but I also missed her pre-order form as well, so I couldn't get any of the independently published editions either. I had to settle for the trade paperback editions. I don't usually like trade paperbacks, however, I think these are growing on me. I just hope that I don't damage them, so I've got to protect them with my life, because with trade paperbacks, they are the easiest to damage. They're so big, so they are so vulnerable to damage. I have a huge supply of these, thanks to number 1 being subscribed, but then also 2, I've received so many special editions from them. These are making my life so much easier. And the next book I will be packing with me, I'm 50-50 on, because I have pre-ordered a bunch of books from this author, and I don't need to take my copy of Untainted with me. However, it's so pretty, so I'm thinking about it. I really am. It already has a signature. I don't know whether I want to get this personalized. I mean, it would be nice. I'm thinking about it. However, unlike that special edition that I just showed you, this special edition of Order of Scorpions by Ivy Asher came with a signed book plate, but it did not come with a tip-in page. So I can justify this. Even though this book is super heavy and it probably counts as 3 books in my luggage, I think this might be worthwhile. I think I've only seen the paperback everywhere, and just the fact that I have a special edition hardback of it is really cool, and I want to meet Ivy Asher. I know that I've also pre-ordered Hell's Gate Guardian series with Raven Kennedy, and I am picking them up. However, I think it would just be really special if I got this signed, because there's no tip-in page. Like, there was a book plate, but I think I'm gonna use that book plate for something else. You know what? This book sleeve is still kind of loose, so I might put a thinner book in this book sleeve to fill it out. Let's go with Not My Type by Evie Mitchell. I'm so looking forward to meeting Evie Mitchell. I love this book so much. This is probably one of my favorite romance novels, and it's definitely my favorite one by Evie Mitchell so far. I've read the second book in this series. At least I listened to the audiobook. I don't own the physical copy. If there is a physical copy of the second book, then I might pick it up at Rare. Should I try fitting Second Chance First Impressions into this book sleeve as well? Is that, or is it too much? It fits perfectly. Look at that. And the next 2 books I'm going to be taking to Rare with me are Little Bird and Little Secrets by Callie Ash. I loved Little Bird, but I was so looking forward to completing the series, and I cannot wait to read more books by Callie Ash. I actually pre-ordered a few special editions from Callie Ash as well, so I'm excited for those. I might fit both of these into one book sleeve. As you can see, that fits in very well. I think there's a little bit more space here, so I'm going to see whether or not I should add another thin book into the book sleeve. Here I have King of Wrath by Anna Huang. I'm so excited for Anna Huang to come. Now, if you didn't know, I am a huge fan of Twisted Love and Twisted Games, and I was planning to only bring Twisted Games initially. However, I have a good feeling about King of Wrath, so I'm going to be packing King of Wrath with me. They just fit. And the next book I plan to take to Rare with me is this bind up over here of 2 novels by May Sage, Ruled by Blood. I initially was just gonna take The Cursed Crown, but I didn't like The Cursed Crown as much as I love Ruled by Blood. And look, I know that I said with Untainted that has a signed tip-in page, so I'm still thinking about it. However, I haven't pre-ordered anything by May Sage because May Sage had no pre-order form, and I actually don't know whether or not I would purchase anything from May Sage. We will see. While I loved Ruled by Blood, I do find her books to be a little short, so I don't know if I'm motivated to continue on with any of her works. However, I do want this copy signed because I did like this duology. The fact that it was a duology kind of saved it for me. There is a signed tip-in page here. I might get her to personalize this page or personalize that page. We will see. It is a heavy book, so I understand that that is going to weigh my luggage down a little bit. However, I do have to say, if there is any book slash series that I want May Sage to sign, it would probably be this one.
And the joke's on me because I did not realize that May Sage cancelled at the time that I was filming this video. Devastated. I took that hardback all the way to Melbourne, and no May Sage.
And the next 2 books that I would like to take with me to Rare are my 2 5-star reads by J. Bree so far. The first out of the 2 being Savage Bonds, which is the second book in the Bonds That Tie series. The second one being Tragic Bonds, which is the 5th book in the Bonds That Tie series. I know this is so random, but these parts of the story mean the most to me. Book 2 was when I fell in love with the series and I could not stop reading, and I was totally invested, and I mean, Griffin is kind of the love of my life, so there's that. And then Tragic Bonds is essentially where I felt like I was broken but mended at the same time. Both these books mean a lot to me in different ways. I want both of them to be signed by J. Bree, so I'm taking both of these. I mean, I could take the entire Bonds That Tie series. Look, maybe in the future I'll get J. Bree to sign the other books in the series. I also want to see if J. Bree has any books on sale when I get to Rare, because I know that they would be super on demand. I think I want to protect these a little bit more. So I might go with these little bubble wrap envelopes that I received from the Bookish Box the other day. I recently received my Honey and Ice set. I know, it's been a year since I pre-ordered that set, and they didn't give the standard green book sleeve, they just gave these. And you know what? I'm gonna make use of it. And then the final book that I am planning to take to Rare so far is Twisted Games, which is the second book in the Twisted series. I am tossing up between Twisted Love and Twisted Games, but I think I liked Twisted Games even more, so I might get this one signed. I kind of did really love Reese Larson, so I might just get the signed for him. I'm gonna try to fit this one into the Road Crown book sleeve. That works out pretty well. So this is the first time I've ever done like a pack with me video. I don't know if these are common or not, but I just thought that it would be a good idea. I'm very much looking forward to traveling to Melbourne later on this week, but I mean, for you guys, it will be in a minute. And of course, I'm gonna be packing some toiletries, and all my tech is gonna be on my carry-on anyway. But in terms of books, they're taking up most of the space. I'll catch you guys soon. Wow, I started the camera at the right time. Might have caught your sneeze. Hi everyone. I filmed that last segment on Tuesday. It's Thursday evening, which means we're almost there. Yesterday night, I went to a Samantha Shannon signing and I got my copy of the Bone Season signed, and I also got my first signature in my autographs book. That's a great way to kick off the week. I cannot wait for this to be signed throughout the event. I also wanted to interject here because on top of what I packed the other day, I have a new book. The thing was, with Samantha Shannon signing, you had to pay a $5 fee at Kinnikinnia, and that $5 fee would then be a $5 voucher for any book, but you had to spend it on the night or else it wasn't valid. So I decided to take it upon myself to purchase a book from an author who is coming to Rare. I am actually in a group chat at the moment with Abby and Sasha, who are also attending, who are fellow booktubers. We were talking about Nalini Singh's books. I had mentioned to Sasha I want to read Nalini Singh's books. However, I don't know where to start because she's written so many books. And then she mentioned that Angel's Blood, I believe, is the first book in one of the series. So I was like, okay, yeah, cool. And then I went to Kino and there was one more copy left. So this is going into my luggage. I was not planning to meet Nalini Singh. However, I know that she's a very well-loved author, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys might have thought that that would have been a wasted opportunity considering that a lot of you guys love her. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna make it happen. I can't guarantee I will read it within the weekend, but I do plan to read it because I hear great things about her books. So that is what I'm packing. I'm just right now getting my toiletries ready, my medications ready, a few tech things, and I should be good to go. I hope I get some sleep tonight. Anyway, see you on the other side. And I'm on the other side. Hi. Hi, what's up? It's vlogception time.
We're so excited. We're about to collab, so you'll see those videos very soon.
You will. As Sash mentioned, we're just about to collab and it's gonna be really, really exciting. This camera is blurry. So I'm in Melbourne, I met up with them, now I'm on the other side. What of it?
My hair is just not in right now. Like, what's happening?
We're on the way to the event now. It feels so weird because this is normal at VidCon to film out in public, but it's not normal here. We just came back from the meet and greet, right? A little bit buzzed up. I'm a lightweight for many reasons that I'm not gonna go into.
Shorty!
Shorty!
I'm a shorty too!
It's for medication reasons.
Oh.
But anyway, I could say shorty. Since the last time you saw me, I kind of met Jay Bree. Like the woman who
wrote Griffin Shaw.
The woman who like single-handedly destroyed my life. But also put us back together, you know? I have her to thank, but also I will never forgive her, and I told her that. Also, Abby took this photo. I'm inserting the photo as I'm talking. This is just, and it was the best.
I was like, oh my god.
Yes, please take the photo of me while Jay Bree is awkwardly talking to someone else. Then after that, I met A.K. Mulford, the author of The High Mountain Court and the like 5 Crowns of Ockrith, and I met her assistant as well. She gave me a book recommendation. She recommended the 4 Horsemen series by Sarah Bailey, and I recommended she read the 4 Horsemen series by Laura Falasa, so that was cool. Yeah, I bonded over A.K. Mulford about a few things. She said that me and my husband were relationship goals, so Camilo, if you're watching this, an author loves us. Right now, we're on the way to Macca's, and then we're gonna go karaoke.
Get a Big Mac and do a bit. That should be the noise of the casino. You win. And then win big to try reimburse all of my pre-orders. If you win big, do you get a double Mac or?
What up, book lovers? It's G-Swizz from the hotel room after a wild night. So essentially we were late for karaoke and we had a 2-hour booking, and the last thing that I wanted to do was rock up late to tomorrow when we have early access. So I made the best decision for me and left 45 minutes to an hour into karaoke. I did want to reach out to Camilo to see how he was doing. So yeah, I pretty much killed 2 birds with 1 stone there. I called Camilo to make sure that he was on the phone while I was making my own journey back to the hotel, and also just checked in to see if he was okay, and he was okay. I need to somehow try to wind myself down and get myself to sleep because I have so much anxiety for tomorrow. I plan to meet my new friend that I made, Tyla, tomorrow because she also has early access. Hopefully I'll get to meet her somewhere around 8ish and we can make our way together. I'm going to say goodbye for the night and hope that I get some rest, fingers crossed. I'm probably going to watch some auto videos to wind myself down further. Good morning, everyone. I woke up at 6 a.m. naturally, actually. Oh, well, maybe. If you count as reaching for Camilo to cuddle as naturally, realizing that he wasn't here naturally, maybe. I texted him good morning and I sent him a few otter photos. That's what I'm just gonna do throughout this entire trip. My coping mechanism is to send him otter pics, and I somehow hope his coping mechanism with me being away is receiving those otter pics as if they're like a sign of affection. I'd say that I had around 7 hours of sleep, which is pretty good. However, my body still has some catching up to do because the night before last night, I actually only had like 3 to 4 hours of sleep. Hopefully I'm not too low on energy. Right now I'm currently having my C4 in a Mount Franklin bottle. Yesterday in general was a little bit scattered. Essentially we had our meet and greet, but it was funny because I feel like we spent 2 out of 3 hours at that meet and greet queuing up. The first queue that we had to queue up for was our wristband, and that took a good portion of time. And then Abby and I wanted to queue up for our lanyards because we purchased lanyards for memorabilia purposes. It kind of reminded me of the VidCon tag. I love collecting my VidCon tags. We were lining up for certified printing for a good hour, only to find out that at the end of the line, we could not pick our lanyards up. And the funny thing was the Facebook administrator mentioned that we could pick them up on Friday night, but they were wrong. However, that wasn't a total waste of time because we ended up meeting Tyla, who I mentioned in yesterday's vlog, through that line. She asked if we were queuing up for the lanyard and we said yes, and then we introduced ourselves. We got a little bit of meeting and greeting done within that time. After that, I was like so tired. I was like, oh, I don't want to be here at all. And then Tyla found Jay Bree and she was just like, hey Grace, that's Jay Bree. I want to go meet her. And I looked at her like, who are you? Like, I don't have that courage. But I felt like her talking me into it and also bringing Abby and Sasha into the picture kind of helped me with my anxiety. I ended up talking to Jay Bree and telling her that she essentially took over my life within the 48 to 72 hours that I was reading the Bonds That Tie series. And I think she kind of feels sorry for Camilo because I told her that I would not shut up about it to my husband. Things like that. And I also told her that I will never forgive her for how much pain that she put me through, but also that she's one of my favorite authors, and I also thank her for giving us such an incredible addictive series. I thought I'd talk about that because yesterday night when I left the event I was a little bit tipsy, and then after that we got drinks. Abby, Tyla, and I sat down, and in our Rare Bookish Circle group chat, Sasha mentioned that she was talking to AK Mulford, and I caught that message and I immediately was like to Abby and to Tyla, we've got to make a move. And I know that I would not have the courage to do so if I didn't meet Jay Bree beforehand, because it was more like one of those situations where, okay, you just met an author, you can do it again. We met A.K. Mulford. She was absolutely lovely and she was there to talk. Like, I felt so honored to talk to her for like more than 5 minutes. I also talked to her assistant and her assistant was absolutely lovely and I can see us being friends. She's very much into dark romance and it was kind of cool like talking to her about the books that I love to read as well. I was telling her about the A.K. Mulford book situation where I pre-ordered the hardbacks but they never came, and apparently according to A.K. Mulford's assistant, the hardbacks are actually very hard to purchase. They are very rare to find, and I was so shocked because I was able to pre-order them. However, Amazon never mentioned that there was like no stock available and it was not able to be pre-ordered, so that was weird. So I told her that is a big reason why I have not yet read the series, but that is okay. I have the trade paperbacks now and I've got to be happy with them because I feel like those are the only mass market editions out there. You can't get hardbacks at all. That actually makes me feel better about buying trade paperbacks. Oh, also something I should mention is that at the meet and greet, at least we got some free books. So the first out of the 2 books I received was Filthy Sinner by Serena Akeroyd. Now I honestly love that this cover is dark but it has some pink scattered around it. I think that it's really cute. It was the book on the free book table that caught my attention immediately. And last but certainly not the least, I have this cute little romance called Luke and Lexi. I know nothing about it, but this cover was so cute. I'm not gonna lie, it did not catch my attention like this cover. I think it's because I go to Rare and I see dark romances and I'm like, yes, I want to look at them. There isn't really anything on this cover except for these flowers, so that's why it just kind of looked a little plain. But I mean, we will find out together like whether or not this actually has some hidden gold within it. I believe these authors are attending the event. I might bring these tomorrow because today I want to focus on the authors that I came here to see. This is the author floor plan. Myself and Tyler are aiming to get to Jaybree. The thing is, the entrance is like right here, so we have to like scoot all the way to here to go see her. Essentially what we have to do is we need wristbands in order to queue up initially. So our plan is grab the wristbands, put them on us, and then come back when our number is called. Our number I think will either be called at the signing area or in a Facebook chat. Right now it is 7:10. Technically the early entry opens at 10, but you can start lining up from 8:45. I'm gonna be leaving the hotel like pretty soon to take these books to the venue and to wait until it's queue time and then queue up. The rest of the floor plan is here. I'm thinking of getting like the authors who are ticketed first. So I have Jaybree, Anna Huang, and Nalini Singh. So the aim of the game is to grab the wristbands of the ticketed authors first. And then after that, go around, maybe get my book signed by someone else in the process, maybe browse. I forgot to circle Nalini Singh. I need to. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really nervous about today. Yesterday, I started feeling a lot of anxiety about being here. I mean, last time I was in Melbourne, I was here to unwind, and now here, I'm like very wired up. I really hope that I have a good experience. So we are here in queue. I don't know if you guys can see the queue. I believe the first 800 people who join get a anthology. It features those authors. It looks very pretty, so I'm happy about that. We've been lining up at the entrance for around an hour and I sped walk. Like, I bolted. I mentioned it that Jaybree's stand is on the other side from the entrance. I ran. And we are here before the actual tickets are being distributed. So you can see on that board, Jaybree is there. She's gonna be our first author. So keen. So keen. We met Jaybree. She's absolutely lovely. Met her for the second time and she remembered us. As I mentioned, there were ticketed authors and Anna Huang was one of them, right? We were just let into the queue. Luck is on our side today. Twice in a row. Amazing. And now I'm just lining up to get my 2 books signed. I honestly felt that this was going to be more scary. I am anxious still, like I'm still wired up, but this is so exciting. The adrenaline is real. Unbelievable. In the best way possible. And that was very lovely. She was adorable. She was so sweet. Then we saw Ivy Asher, and funnily enough, Ivy Asher thinks Sydney is overrated. But I get it. She visited at the wrong time. She came like between February and March, and due to global warming, we now have late summers. So things don't really cool down until like mid-April. So there was Sarah. She was cute. Yeah. Ivy was cute. And then I saw Ella Fields. And I've already told you guys about how I felt about Kingdom of Villains. I felt really nervous to see her. Yeah. But then she was like, would you like a photo? I'm like, yeah, thank you. So we've taken a few photos, we've seen a few authors, gotten a few pre-orders. This right here, that's what my cart looks like right now. Right now we are in the Nalini Singh queue, where I'm gonna get my copy of Angel Blood signed. It is currently 1:33, which means that we have 3 hours and a half left of day 1. Right now we are eating. What are you having today?
Chips and burger.
Nice.
Same as yesterday's dinner, so being consistent.
For me, I've got some popcorn chicken, which funnily enough was the same that I had yesterday too, because I had the rest of Sasha's KFC popcorn chicken actually. We are essentially just recharging because I was shaking. We were shaking. Just, I think the adrenaline of meeting all these authors, thinking about what you're going to say to them, how you're going to present yourself to them, but also not realizing at the time that the authors are probably just as nervous. It's a whole thing. I've probably gone through 10 authors already. I've got a bunch of pre-orders, so what we might do is potentially go to the courier, but at the very same time, I feel like I'm on a roll. And I could pick up a bunch of these before I go to the courier and weigh my books and send them off. But that's the update at the moment. Everyone's commenting on my nails today, and I feel like my ego has been boosted.
in the hotel because I was really tired. But we're back, and we're back having Japanese food. Everyone say hi. We got a special guest, Jenna, here, who's joining us from Supernova. Yeah, and we're just enjoying our food at the moment. Today was hectic. I'll get into it later, but right now we enjoy our feast. Nervous than I was yesterday. That all being said, I had a much worse sleep last night. I think the adrenaline really got to me. Even though I felt like crashing, I just could not stop thinking about how awesome the day was and how awesome today will be, even though today is a half day. If it's going to be anything like yesterday, I think I'm really going to enjoy it. The aim is to probably purchase something from J-Brie. Yesterday I couldn't purchase anything from J-Brie. I was devastated about that, but they just wanted to get through all the pre-orders before they started selling stock. So today, like yesterday, I will be bolting for J-Brie's table as soon as I arrive. I'm considering purchasing something by Katharina Mura. The reason why I wasn't considering it initially was because that one of her books is the Fabled book pick of the month. However, I'm considering skipping only because I'm not really interested in the Fabled Twilight book, because I'm subscribed to Fabled Duet, which means that I get the Fabled Nights and Fabled Twilight book of the month, and I can't get just one. It's too complicated. It's a very pretty hardback that they've designed, and I have nothing against the designs this month because their designs are stunning. But I also think that I could get more paperback books with that money. And that all being said, her paperback books are so pretty. So I'm considering getting maybe a couple today. I don't necessarily know what else I would spend my money on, but I might splurge on some Opal Rain art. I don't know, we will see. I kind of want an excuse to meet Opal Rain again because I forgot to take a photo with them. Like, they were nice, but I was really nervous in front of them in particular. And I think it's because they gave off the too cool for school vibe, even though they were very friendly and I kept on seeing them take photos with other people. So I need to be brave enough to be like, hey, can we take a photo? In terms of how many books I've accumulated so far, 45. Majority of them were pre-orders. I have sent a 20-kilo box back home. Did that as soon as I left yesterday. I still have some books in my trolley that I want to also send home. That would just be better if I couriered rather than worry about putting them in my suitcase. So I might send a maybe 10-kilo box home depending on how many books I accumulate today. I don't have too many signings today. I have the free books that I've received to get signed, and I have Sally Thorne as well out of the authors that I wanted to see. I didn't really get much crossover with Abby and Sasha, and I'm a little bit sad about that because they are two close booktube besties. I mean, Sasha, would you consider us close booktube besties? I really hope so because I'm a huge fan of you. This was so funny. So when Sasha and I were having lunch on Friday when I had just landed in Melbourne, I kind of just confessed how much of a fan I was to Sasha. Sasha confessed how much of a fan she was of me, and I don't know, it was just wholesome vibes all around, and I really appreciated it. And you know what? I was so surprised. I don't know whether I've mentioned this in the vlog or not, but when we were meeting A.K. Mulford on Friday, Lana was told, I believe by Sasha or Abby, who I was, and she was fangirling over me for a good minute to 2 minutes. I literally was like, you are fangirling over me in front of A.K. Mulford right now. Like, we were really excited for A.K. Mulford, but like the reaction that Lana had toward me being G Swizzle Books, it came out of nowhere. It's awesome. Thank you for watching my channel, Lana. I appreciate you. I think I'm slowly warming up to being social again, because back in the day when I used to do VidCon, I used to be welcoming of anyone who came up to say hi to me and who recognized me. These days, I'm a little bit standoffish. I really think that's because we had lockdowns and I had spent so much time being isolated to the point that I've changed socially. I really love this experience at Rare because it's testing me so much in that way. It just reminds me of old times. I
was actually surprised with AK Rose's book. So we were upgraded to foiled paperbacks, which was really awesome. We have Colette Rhodes. Colette Rhodes is a New Zealander author. Lovely to meet them. I have been recommended their books like non-stop. I noticed that they had a rare exclusive edition of the State of Grace series, which is a 5-book series, and oh my god, I cannot wait to show you guys them in my haul because they are just so pretty. And the only way to purchase them is if you go onto her website, purchase them, and then show your receipt. I did that like instantly. I was like, nope, I need them. One of the queue assistants was recommending Colette Rhodes on the same day when I was in the Nalini Singh line, and so I just thought to myself, wow, all signs are pointing to me purchasing the State of Grace set. And that was very special because I got to see them twice. I got to take a photo with them. I got them to sign in my book because I forgot the first time. Meeting Jay Bree for the second time was awesome. I mean, obviously she remembered us because she met us the day before. She's just a big bowl of sunshine. I am so excited to pick more books up from her. I'm really hoping to pick the Hannaford Prep bind up from her today because I really want to read that series. There are so many books that she has published and I could get her entire backlist today, but I do want to save my budget for some other authors, so I will allow my budget for some other authors and either purchase the other books from her at a different event or I will purchase them over time. Oh my goodness, and I saw Kelly Ash, and Kelly Ash was so nice. And thankfully, I didn't actually ship Kelly Ash's hardbacks back home. I actually have them right here and I've got to show them to you because they're so pretty. Spoilers for my rare haul. I know I already have the paperbacks of Little Bird and Little Secrets, but these I could not resist. And the reason why I did not pack these into my shipment back home is because these hardbacks are actually really light. I was so surprised. Look at that signature. Yeah, I am in love. Every single time I took them out of my bag, people were asking, where did you get those? And I would tell them to go to the Kelly Ash table. She was also very lovely. We had a good conversation, and she also had these exclusive hardbacks. These two are in another series by her, and I saw these on a reel that she posted. She only gave us 24 hours to make our final pre-order for these. I told myself I didn't need them, and then I think sometime last week I woke up at 2 a.m. and I realized that I really needed them. So I got them. The effort that was put into these hardbacks, like, I'm just so impressed. I personally like these hardback designs better than the original covers. Like, the original covers only just have dudes on them. Picking them up was very lovely, and Kelly Ash was also very great to meet. Evie Mitchell was great because when I told her to sign my autographs book, I mentioned that I gave her creative liberty over what she wanted to put into a page. And that's what she put. I love her, man. That's great. Yeah, I can't wait to show that to Camilo. I had some really good experiences. Like, Sarah A. Parker was also very nice. Anna Huang, so sweet. She is so adorable. And I think to myself, how could you write such smutty stuff? You look so pure. But you've corrupted my mind. When you go to Anna Huang's table, it's full of not safe for work art in front of her books. And it's just really funny because her books, like, if we're not talking about the cover model books, you look at her Twisted Love Australian edition and you don't think that they're smutty. You don't think about the sensual scenes. And then when you look at the not safe for work art at her table, you're like, oh yeah, I remember that now. Nalini Singh was very sweet. I was ashamed to mention that I did not read any of her books, so I did not mention that. I do want to read Nalini Singh at some point. It's just I've never known where to start, and thankfully Sasha mentioned that to me. I've noticed that almost every author complimented my jacket yesterday. I was wearing my green leather jacket that I literally purchased last week, and I'm so happy I purchased it because I didn't realize that that was the jacket I was going to wear to this event. Everyone's complimenting on that and my nails, so I'm just serving. Nalini Singh, absolutely lovely, and I had a great experience talking to her as well. Meeting Ella Fields, I was super nervous. I was really nervous to ask for like a photo and stuff because I'm a huge fan of Kingdom of Villains. I was trying to keep my cool when both myself and Tyler were getting our book signed. I think by the end of it, she was like, do you want a photo? And then she said to me, thank you so much for reading, and it just meant so much to me. And I'm not gonna say what Opal Rain wrote in my book. I'm just gonna let you guys read it. Yeah. I mean, look, as a Beauty and the Beast fan, I'm not opposed to it. I currently have just under an hour until I leave, so I am going to recharge, refresh, have some breakfast, and I'll see you guys soon. Hello, we are here in queue, and we're all sitting down. I'm lying down while I'm trying to take the shot. Really close. And we've been waiting here for half an hour at the moment. We've got around 40 minutes left until the doors open.
told her about the set. We have the whole squad together finally. Everyone wave if you want to.
I like it.
It feels good because we've separated in groups the first day. We're all here now.
Yeah, we actually managed it.
The most ambitious crossover in rare history.
How could I see you?
So Rare is over. Abby is vlogging at the moment. That's them. So let's probably recap. Okay, the last few hours have been a little bit chaotic, right? Jabri has not been selling any of her books almost the entire convention because there were so many people and so many pre-orders and they were wondering if they were gonna sell out or not. And then at the last minute, like literally the last hour, Jabri starts selling her books. A.K. Mulford and her assistant noticed that I was racing around this whole place to get to Jabri, who's at the end corner. Not just me being a fangirl. The funniest part about it is that I was being a fangirl, but A.K. Mulford noticed Lamau. But I ended up getting some books and they will be appearing in my haul. Abby, how you feeling?
I'm on the floor. That's the answer to your question. I'm feeling great because I went to weigh my bag of books and it's only 5.5 kilos, so I feel less stressed about getting it in my suitcase, so I don't have to send another book.
So this is the book it and send it region. So this is where we would pack our books and courier them back out. I've got my first tracking number already and then the next one is to come. 30 kilos in total I'm sending home.
Wow.
Or 28.
Damn.
Yeah. It's pretty ugly. It's a lot, I know.
Just praying that 30 kgs and 7 kgs of my carry-on is enough. Otherwise I'm just going to wear layers.
It's like that time in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. No one got that.
Like, why are you so square? I'm like, no reason.
That is the general vibe after Rare, after how many books we collect.
Also exhaustion.
Yes, also exhaustion. Yesterday night I just like, yeah, almost completely passed out. But I mean, Latau brought the life back into me.
I'm so glad I got to try it. It was so nice. So you've converted me. That ice cream.
It's so good. Like cheesecake flavored ice cream. Guys, if you ever find yourself in the Melbourne CBD, try Latau. Do you have a highlight?
Highlight. Oh, finally getting to see Jabri was good because like me and Sasha got our signing for Jabri done today, so we were a bit stressed. But basically once we got in, they were like, you can join the line, and we're like, thank God. But A.K. Mulford definitely, I feel like, has been the nicest person to chat to because we continuously went to her table.
Yeah.
And she always knew who we were. And I still love that she saw you sprint past. Like, I know you talked about that earlier.
Yeah, that was so funny. So yeah, we were talking about that as a group. At least I'll be remembered as that person who sprinted for Jabri in A.K. Mulford's eyes. I think my highlight was definitely meeting Jabri as well because of how much her series has impacted me within the last couple months. Just how nice she was through it all. It took a while for them to sell stock, but the fact that I got to see her again and she also gave an endorsement saying that one of the books that I picked out, check out my haul for that, said that that was her baby. That was really cool. Once again, A.K. Mulford, like just having such organic conversations with A.K. Mulford and her assistant.
Yeah.
Incredible. Colette Rhodes was also very sweet. Evie Mitchell, like our interaction.
Her as well.
She was so great.
And she did draw penises on both our books. So.
Yeah, she did. Hallie Ash was so nice. There are so many author experiences that I've had this weekend. I do also have to mention the Opal Rain today. Like I got to see Opal Rain and she was just amazing.
I met her yesterday and I hadn't seen her books before, so I bought the first one, but then like all night I was like, I should get the sequel. So I ended up caving and I went and bought the other 2 books from her today. And she's like, I remember you. And I'm like, yes, people know us because we're obsessed.
Her books, they look so beautiful, but I got some not safe for work art that I probably cannot show on my channel because I might get demonetized, but I mean, you've seen them. It's spicy. It is very spicy. I think overall we've made some really good highlights. I might go through some more later to close this vlog off. I've also had a good time uniting with you in another state. Like, we're from the same state, so just coming here to Victoria together.
Yes, I
It's
know.
been pretty cool.
It's like, it was only last year that we met for the first time in person, and now we're like, we're in each other's vlogs and we get to like hang on book signings, because like every time there's a rare, we'll be like, you going?
Yeah.
Are we all going?
Hope that we get to see some of these authors again as well.
Yeah.
They got a lot of love here.
Good morning. It is Monday, which means it's the day that I'm flying back home. Wow, what an experience this has been. I am nervous about how my luggage will weigh and what stuff I would need to take out. I'm actually double layering my skirts, the 2 skirts that I wore for the last 2 days. But I am trying to smuggle around 23 books home. That is my fault because I finished with the courier before bolting for Jay Bree's books, and her paperbacks are pretty heavy. Overall, this event was really awesome. I'm so glad I got this opportunity to go to Rare, but not only to just go to Rare, to meet up with book community members that I see online on a regular basis. The only few that I've met in person previously have been Abby, and then I also bumped into Steph at the novelty corner at some point, and that was awesome. It was great to see Steph for a brief moment. But yeah, no, it was just really cool to get to gather all of us like in one place and to just like talk outside of how we talk in front of the camera. Abby and Sasha and I started a group chat sometime a few weeks ago for collaboration opportunities, but we have now expanded the members in the group chat, and so it will forever be like the Rare group chat unless of course we decide to further expand it. I didn't just love meeting authors, I loved making those connections. It's still kind of awesome to see that there are opportunities for book lovers to come together, to meet new authors as well as meet new people. Rare had the best of both worlds. So upon reflection, I'm really content with this event. And I don't think it would have been the same without my autographs book, because now I'm looking at this book and I just think that it's the best thing ever because it helped me build some extra rapport with the author. I also went ahead and started stickering some of the signature pages. Like for example, for Anna Huang's, I put Anna's Twisted Squad because that's one of the stickers that she had at her table. Ivy Asher, I just put a bunch of Ivy Asher stickers. At least Ivy Asher gave me a little bit of space there. I initially wasn't planning to do that, but then I just thought, I have all these stickers and I don't know where to put these stickers because I have mentioned in a video previously that I don't really like to use stickers that much because they leave residue. However, it's not like I'm planning to remove these. These are gonna stay in here. For Ella Fields, I put her Kingdom of Villains sticker there. It just very much suited that angle that she put her signature at. I'm gonna cover Evie Mitchell's private part that she did here. But I've got Callie Ash's Read More Smart and Read More Mafia, you know, so I just decided to put it there because there was space to do so. Oh, okay, so Opal Rain had stickers to purchase. So I decided to put those purchase stickers here. I believe that these two are the main characters of the book 1 of the Dustwalker's Bride series, and these 2 characters are the main characters of book number 2. Next up, we have Atlas Rose. I put this beautiful diamond one that they provided in their goodie bag. Katharina Mora, beautiful, because she has a sticker of herself, and that is like really awesome. So I decided to put it here. She also has the most beautiful signature, and I seriously love how she customizes all of her books because she will always personalize on an angle to suit her signature. And with Colette Rhodes, I put her Talk Wordy to Me sticker here. I also have 2 Talk Wordy to Me tote bags. It's the sticker from Kylie Kent that says I met Kylie Kent, so I just decided to put it on there. That's all so far. I think I still need to customize Jay Bree's page. I would do Sarah A. Parker's, but the stickers that she provided me with, at least the jar sticker, which is what I wanted to put in first, doesn't fit the page properly without covering her signature. So I don't know whether or not to just exclude the jar and put the flower stickers around, but I think the purpose of the jar stickers with the flowers was to kind of symbolize the series. I haven't read the series yet. I don't really know. We will see. But I would love to decorate Sarah A. Parker's page because Sarah A. Parker is becoming a big deal, and I would love to remember the experience that I had with her. I mean, I will forever remember the experience. She's a lovely, lovely human being. I can't wait to read her books. With Jay Bree's, like, I've got plenty of Jay Bree stickers. It's just, I don't know how to place them yet, and I have so much anxiety about it because Jay Bree is like one of my favorite authors of all time. And I believe I had a Lana Patrichik sticker. I just cannot find it. It was like an author sticker, which was really cool, like an author avatar sticker, and she actually suggested that I popped it here. I love that she suggested it because she was probably the inspiration behind the stickers being added to this book. And this book will be going places with me this year. It's a 2023 book. book, and thankfully this year I am not just attending Rare, I'm also attending Babe, and due to working in publishing, every once in a while I'll meet a new author. I just have to make sure I cover Evie Mitchell's page. Yeah, I wasn't initially planning to purchase this whatsoever, but then I just saw everyone in the Rare group chat really wanting to pre-order it, so then I did pre-order it. I'm so happy that I got it in time for Rare because it did really add to the experience. So shout out to Avery and the team at A Touch of Magic Designs. This was an excellent idea, and I thank you so much for providing this because this is so lovely. Before I go, I just want to say thank you to everyone who made this weekend possible. I want to thank everyone who I met up with this weekend, who I met for the first time, and I seriously want to give a shout out to all the authors. I know that it was a very overwhelming event and so many people were around, but you guys did it and you were amazing. There were so many authors that were just surrounded by so many people, but they were so gracious, and I cannot wait to read the books that I haven't yet read. I can't wait to rave about them here on my channel. Hopefully Rare will come back to Australia and it will come back strong because we want more Rare. I love you, book lovers, and I will see you back in Sydney. I mean, you'll be watching from your home, but I will be back in Sydney. Peace.